For each commencement ceremony, one graduate is asked to speak on behalf of the graduating class. The graduate chosen by the faculty for this ceremony is Becca Peterson. Becca Peterson is graduating summa cum laude with a bachelor's degree in English and secondary education and a minor in linguistics. During her time at NEIU, she has performed on stage as an actor in 6 Stage Center productions. She wrote and produced 2 plays which won awards in the Nuevas Voces Playwright Festival, and she is a member of the Phi Epsilon chapter of the International English Honor Society, Sigma Tau Delta. Post-graduation, she'll be entering a career as an English language arts teacher to high school students and beginning graduate school to study social linguistics. Please join me in welcoming Becca to the podium.
Good afternoon, everyone. As the class of 2019 student speaker, I'd like to welcome President Gibson, the board, faculty, staff, friends, families, and of course, the graduating class of 2019. You know, when I think commencement speaker, I think of a student with a perfect GPA who speaks eloquently and can do multiplication with numbers higher than 11. But life is full of surprises, right? Graduates, congratulations on making it here. I know it's not been easy, but here we all are in our baggy blue dress things and square hats, anxiously waiting to celebrate our academic achievements. I'd like to begin my speech with a sort of pre-speech speech and give a few shout outs to everyone who's supported me and helped me to be here with you all tonight. Shout out to the amazing friends I've met and gotten to know here at NEIU. Shout out to my teachers and mentors for teaching me stuff and pushing me to do my best. To all my students at Foreman High School, whom I taught this semester and who taught me as well. Shout out to Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson for making that app called the Rock Clock, which is a motivational alarm clock that wakes you up at rock time, AKA 4 a.m., and which is how I started my days before class, so thank you, Mr. Rock. Shout out to my family, to my younger siblings for keeping my mindset in check. One of my biggest motivators is to be someone you're proud to call your big sister, and I hope I do make you proud. To my mom for always being such a supportive and outstanding role model for me throughout my life. My mom raised herself from a very young age and found out she was going to be a mother when she was still in high school. That's me. She even worked full-time as a single mom and graduated with a bachelor's degree in 2011. My mom has taught me how to persevere, be compassionate, work hard, and use the bathroom by myself. All very important skills which I have more or less gotten the hang of. I could never have done any of this without knowing her as the outstanding role model that she's always been and the example of a strong, tenacious, capable woman that I also hope to be. So thank you, Mom. And thank you to all moms, dads, siblings, grandparents, whoever has supported you. Let's take a moment and give it up for them. Now for the speech. Maybe many of you can relate to this, but I never even thought I would go to college, and I certainly never thought I would become a teacher. And perhaps the same is true for many of you as well. Maybe you also thought you would never be doing what it is you've decided to do. But no, I never thought that I would go to college or pursue teaching English. And I remember as a kid learning to read when I was in kindergarten and straight up having a meltdown because I could not understand why on earth a T and a H put together was not pronounced tuh. I remember it just like it was yesterday. My mom and I were sitting on the couch one night reading a book about trains, and I kept encountering these really tough and confusing words like the, there, and this. And she kept telling me, no, Becca, T and H sounds like And I, for some reason, could not accept this new information, and I got so frustrated that I started crying, and then she started crying, and now I'm about to be teaching English. And I've even mastered the dental fricative, or the TH sound, thanks to my linguistics professors. Look how far we've all come. I was not necessarily a well-behaved student, but I've always loved language, and there were signs throughout my life that indicated that I might enjoy being an English teacher. For example, in high school, this boy wrote me a love letter. I read his letter, used red pen to correct all his grammar mistakes, and gave the letter back to him. So that was a sign that, one, maybe boys are not, shall we say, my area of interest. And and two, maybe language is my area of interest. And to this day, I still believe that language arts is far more interesting than boys. My point is, no matter where you thought you would be or what you thought your path was, it's okay to learn as you go. It's okay to get frustrated, and it's okay to make changes. What is not okay, though, and what you should never do, is follow a path that simply isn't for you. Pardon how cliche this is going to sound, but do yourself the courtesy of trusting yourself, because no one knows what is best for you better than you do. And maybe your OB. I know that graduation speakers are supposed to give these motivational speeches about when you get into the real world and yada, yada, yada. But I'm very much an existentialist, both in the sense that I believe nothing really matters, and at the same time, everything matters, not just when you get into the real world. And every moment you've been alive, you've been living in the real world. I mean, nothing about it has been fake, right? So, for the love of all that is good, live a life that makes you happy and follow your passion. To conclude, I'd like to leave you with 3 pieces of advice, not necessarily for the future, but for the present moment and to be carried with you into the future. My first piece of advice is don't take advice, including mine. Don't listen to what people tell you to do if you know that it's not what's right for you, because it's your life, and at the end of the day, you're the one who has to be happy with the life that you've lived. So, trust yourself before you trust anyone else, especially that guy, he looks shady. My second piece of advice is, despite what you may have been told, you absolutely can have your cake and eat it too. There is literally 0 point in having a cake if you can't eat it. That would be ridiculous. And lastly, to paraphrase the people's champ, The Rock, wake up determined, go to bed satisfied, and wherever you go, layeth the smacketh down. Thank you and congratulations.